Hi everybody and welcome to this first video in a new series of BK Club guides here on the channel. This one is going to look at the drivers in the game, and I get a lot of questions about what clubs to use in which scenarios and which ones to upgrade and when to swap out, and hopefully this series is going to address some of those queries as well. Before we get started looking at all the details and the stats, a thumb up would be much appreciated, and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Plenty more content to be found on the homepage, Academy tutorials, loads of stuff to help you out. What's going to happen in these videos is we're going to look at each driver in turn. There's going to be a table on screen with all of the stats and the attributes of each club at each level, with the upgrades highlighted, and I'm going to give you my tips along the way. Of course, it's not going to be an exhaustive every case scenario covered here. You're going to have to decide what's right for you along the way, and of course it's all dependent what bankroll you have available and what stage of the game you are in. But there's plenty of tips here to help you make some informed decisions about what clubs you may want to use and when they're going to be used in your journey through Golf Clash. There will be timestamps in the video description down below, so if you want to jump ahead to a certain club, you can do so. Let's get started. We begin with the Rocket. That is the Tour 1 driver. This is most likely going to be one of the first clubs that you ever unlock in the game, and also one of the first clubs that you fully max out to level 10. Now, it's very usable early on. You get decent accuracy even in level 1, so as soon as you get that switch out from your beginner driver, you are going to need the extra mile as well when you need more distance, of course, as you don't have distance with the Rocket, but you do have the accuracy as well. Now, when you've got the quarterback to a decent level, you won't really need the Rocket, but you will still need the Rocket later on in your game journey, particularly in higher divisions of tournament play. Pro, Expert and Master, you will all use the Rocket in level 10. Look at the amount of backspin, 98% backspin, 90% accuracy, and a good ball guide as well. So it's one of those clubs that will be with you throughout your journey in the game. The Tour 2 driver is the Extra Mile, and this is an important club. You will be using this one a lot. The problem with the Extra Mile is the accuracy is not great. Even in kind of level 6, you've still only got 30% accuracy, but it has distance, which of course the Rocket doesn't have that. You will unlock it fairly early on. A good tip with the Extra Mile to get that level up is to only play Tour 2. So rather than rush through the tours, if you want to upgrade the Extra Mile, and it will help, especially when you get to Extra Mile 6 and above, play as many Tour 2 games as you can, because that is the best tour to win on with the best chance of getting Extra Mile cards. Extra Mile 6 plus, very, very good, and you can even play in pro tournaments with an Extra Mile 5. Actually, you've still got a good amount of topspin. The accuracy is a good jump up when you get to Extra Mile 7 and higher up in the game as well. Extra Mile 9 is actually a good alternative if you haven't got the APOC to a decent level in terms of topspin. You get a load of topspin with the Extra Mile 9, and it's only a few yards less than APOC 5 and above, so you will be getting plenty of use out of the Extra Mile at least until you've got the Thor's Hammer and the APOC to a decent upgraded level. Proceed with caution with the Big Topper. It is, of course, an epic club. It's found in Tour 3 and above. Look at all that topspin, even from level 1. As soon as you unlock the Big Topper, you've got max topspin available. However, the issue is not only is the accuracy pretty bad, the power isn't great either. So in early levels, especially 1, 2 and 3, you're probably going to need to overpower it. And even if you hit a minor great ball with the Big Topper, that is going to be costly when you only have 10 or 25% accuracy. But when you've got level 4 and 5 and definitely 6 and 7, it's going to be very useful in tournaments to get some distance. However, like I said, the accuracy still isn't going to be great, so you do want to be hitting perfect with this one. Okay, level 7 and 8 is very good stats. You've got good ball guide here, you've got more distance and accuracy, but by the time you've got to level 7 and 8 with the Big Topper, chances are you've got a decent Thor's Hammer or a high-level Extra Mile or a decent Apocalypse, so you're probably not going to be using this one beyond level 6. The quarterback is a really useful driver, and it's a common one as well, so you are going to get through the levels fairly quickly. Found in Tour 4 and above, you can see even at level 1 you've got 73% accuracy. The power increases fairly regularly as well. You've got upgrades to the power at level 3, 5, 7 and 9. The other good thing about this is you've got ball guide in abundance from level 6 and above, and plenty of curl, especially when you get to level 7 and above. You are going to use the quarterback on par 3s up in Expert and Master, and indeed Pro. You've got great amount of ball guide, and it will be used in a lot of scenarios where you're finding your position with the quarterback and then maybe switching to a higher power driver to deal with headwind. So I would upgrade the quarterback as soon as you can, really, and that is going to be something that you want to keep upgrading as you go through the game. The other good thing, when you get to level 9 and 10, you've got a great amount of backspin as well as topspin, so it's brilliant for controlled drives on par 4s and par 5s where you need to reach a specific point, and will be extremely useful in par 3s as well. Quick break here to let you all know that you can get PDF printable versions of the charts with all of the drivers on one page, and that's going to be same for the wood clubs and the short irons and so on for every club in the game over on patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Really useful charts that you can print out and look at all the stats and attributes. May be worthwhile you having if you're playing tournaments or tour play, to help you quickly work out what you need to upgrade or what you need to use. So all of those printable charts available on Patreon. Get yourself involved there and support the channel at the same time. I like to think of the Rock as a even better quarterback, to be honest, but the downside here is it's going to be a more expensive club to upgrade. So I would rather people upgrade the quarterback first, and then only when they're really getting down into expert division tournaments, maybe a bit of pro as well. And if you've got sufficient bankroll, of course, then you're going to want to upgrade the Rock later on in the game. The reason is you've got great ball guide here. You've got 4.4 ball guide from level 4 plus. But in terms of tournaments, I kind of recommend level 7 is a brilliant level to be using the Rock in the tournament. You can use a Rock level 6, but you're lacking a bit of top spin. Like I said, though, for all other instances, lower down in the game progression, the quarterback will do pretty much what you need. You've got good ball guide, you've got good accuracy. Like I said, it's a little bit more expensive, but once you've got it to level 7 plus, going to be very, very useful indeed. I really enjoyed playing Thor's Hammer, especially when I was going up through tour play with my first couple of accounts. The good thing about it, it's got a load of topspin, and it's also a little bit more accurate than the extra mile. So even at level 3, you've got 56% topspin, 64% accuracy. Okay, the power isn't that good. So as long as you don't need distance, this would be a viable option rather than a lower accuracy club such as the extra mile, providing of course you don't need the distance. It is really useful at level 5. You've got a few more yards. You've got a load of topspin there, 67% topspin, and you've got good ball guide here as well, and that only increases the more you upgrade it. Level 6 is a very good general tour play, especially if you're up in Tour 8, 9, and even Tour 10. If you don't need that much curl, the Thor's Hammer is going to be for you. So I would enjoy every upgrade you can here, and into the highest levels, you've got even more ball guide, you've got more accuracy, and you've got almost full topspin, and on level 8 you've got full backspin as well. So at that point it is going to replace your big topper when you've hit Thor's Hammer 7 or 8. But that is a brilliant club if you need topspin and are not too bothered about curl or power early on. And we finish with the Apocalypse, the Tour 7 driver. It is the club everybody wants to unlock and the club that everybody wants to upgrade. However, these APOC cards can be as rare as hen's teeth. If you want the Apocalypse to show up in the shop, then you will need to have 3,901 trophies. But that doesn't mean that you can't get it elsewhere. Like I say, it will be found in Tour 7 chests, and it will be found in some golden shot reward chests as well. And of course there's checkpoint challenge. So if you don't have that trophy count, all is not lost, but don't expect these cards to come up very often. Of course, you can also win them in certain tournament chests providing you're playing a high enough division. The best upgrade here is, of course, from level 4 to 5. I wouldn't really use the Apocalypse until you've got it to level 4. If you've got APOC 3, it is worth a go, but you are going to struggle in certain scenarios. But APOC 3 is where you have that great amount of curl. 92% curl. So if you do need to play a daring curl shot from the tee, APOC 3 is going to be your friend. But the main upgrade, like I say, from APOC 4 to 5, those extra 6 yards make a huge amount of difference. And of course, APOC 5 is that first time that you will have the most powerful driver in the game in terms of power. There is no other club with 240 yards of power. From level 5 onwards, every upgrade is brilliant, to be honest. You get more topspin for APOC 6, you get more accuracy at APOC 7, along with more ball guide, and even more accuracy, topspin, backspin, and curl, and ball guide, APOC level 8, but it will take you a while to get there. So my advice with the APOC, keep those cards coming in, and then when you've got it to APOC 4, switch over, because it will outperform the Extra Mile 7. Thank you for watching this video as part of the Club Guide series here on the channel. I hope you found it useful, and remember, if you have found it useful, please give me a thumb up and share it with your friends and clanmates in the game as well. Remember to check out the other parts of the series, of course, and otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all soon. Good luck in your Golf Clash games. Bye for now.